Welcome to another Wisdom Wednesday. It's your girl, Dr. Kiana Obeng here, affectionately known as Dr. Q, and I am super excited to get in today's session. First of all, before I even start, I just want to take a moment to breathe, and I paused because I was just going to start doing the normal chit chat. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. But I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. We are, in fact, enduring some turbulent times. Turbulent times, regardless of the role that you play in your life. If you are a leader, if you are a parent, if you are a business owner, if you are a minority, if you are whoever you are, because there's a list. Whoever you are, this is turbulent times. And I started thinking about my week and all of the mandates and initiatives and things that are happening that I have to do, that I can't say, that I can't do as a leader. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And people's health is deteriorating. People are going through things. As a leader, the emotional burden that you have to carry, because you carry everybody's stuff. And let's not talk about just my personal life or your personal life. That's added stuff on top. Like, how do you deal? How do you navigate? How do you go forward? How do you continue to press on when everything around you just seems like it's shaking? This was my week this week. I really had to take a step back and answer this question for myself before I could even get on here and help you answer the question for yourself. The question today is, how do you take care of you as the leader of whatever you do, wherever you lead? How do you take care of you during turbulent times? Because let me tell y'all straight up, I had to process this for myself before I could even give this to you. 3 ways, 3 tips to take care of you while leading in turbulent times. First thing, protect your peace. How do you protect your peace? You set boundaries. This week alone has been a lot of intake, input, to the point where it just got so overwhelming, so emotionally draining, physically draining. It was a lot. And the very first thing that I had to do was to remind myself of the boundaries that I set. It doesn't mean that I don't feel. I'm a very empathetic person to begin with. I'm an empathetic leader. I want to make sure everybody is good. I am so into psychological safety. I want to make sure my people feel valued, appreciated, heard. But when I tell you folks are taking the boxing gloves off because they just don't know. They are anxious. And as a leader, you got to keep your composure. You got to keep calm. But how do you do that? You have to maintain boundaries. You have to monitor what you're going to take in, how much you're going to take in. You got to protect your peace at all costs. And I'm talking to you just like I'm talking to me, because this is what I had to sit back and let it stew and marinate. I got to protect my peace. It doesn't mean that I don't care. I do. In fact, I care so much that I have to protect my peace, because oftentimes you'll find yourself doing things out of the ordinary just to make sure everybody else is okay while you are not okay. And that's not okay. You can't lead from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to set boundaries. You have to protect your peace. The second thing, while I was going through this, I had to start remembering, why do I do what I do? Why do I continue to choose to serve who I serve? Why do I serve in a leadership capacity? What was the reason why? What are my values? What are my core ethics? What are my beliefs? I have to remember my why. And again, you take what you need from this, but I'm talking to you. I'm doing a think aloud, if you will. I had to remind myself of who I was, one, before I could even remind myself of why I do what I do. So I'm just going to challenge you. And tip number 2 is remember your why. Why are you even doing this? Reconnect with your purpose. Reconnect with why you are doing this. And if the things are not aligning for you, it's okay if you got to let it go. Because this is not for the weak. The third tip, get you a support system. Whoever that would be. So it could be fellow leaders that are going through it. Get you a coach, the Coach Academy LLC, but we'll talk about that later. Get you a coach. Get you a therapist. Get you some colleagues, some mentors, some friends. Squad up. Okay, that's just an easy translation. Get you some people and a support system and a network where you can unload if you need to. But you can get care, you can get support, you can get the things that you need. And as you see, I have on my sorority colors. Just came from a sorority meeting, and that just invigorated me and rejuvenated me because I needed to be around my people. I needed to be around my support system. And that's just one sector of my support system, but I just needed to feel normal. And again, these are my confessions. They might not be yours, but these are my confessions. So let's just revisit real quick the 3 ways as a leader that you have to take care of yourself, or that you can take care of yourself during turbulent times. 1, set boundaries, protect your peace at all costs. 2, remember your why. And remember who you are and whose you are. And number 3, squad up. Get you a support system that includes, but is not limited to, a therapist, a coach, the Coach Academy LLC, a mentor, somebody's. Don't do this alone, because you don't have to do it alone. Yeah, that's it today, friends. Until next time, guys.